Emily Goodwin here with Writers of the Future. We're talking with friends around the world. Today we have a special guest, Candice Lisle. Candice, welcome.
Well, thank you. I'm so happy to be here. Nice to meet you, Emily.
It's great to meet you finally. So tell us a little bit about yourself.
I am a brand new science fiction writer. I live in Salt Lake City. I am a bookkeeper. I attended FanX last year in Salt Lake City to visit some of my favorite authors, and I went to talk to Todd McCaffrey.
Oh.
I had been writing picture books for children, and he said, "Have you considered writing science fiction?" And I said, "No." And he said, "I want you to go to this booth, Galaxy Press, and I want you to talk to them about this writing contest." So I went over there, I bought their books, I listened to them talk about the contest, and then I ran home, wrote a story, and sent it in the same day.
Oh, wow, that's awesome. I wonder who you spoke to at the booth, and I wonder if I met you there. I mean, obviously there's so many people there at FanX, but that's one of our favorite conventions that we go to. It's so fun, such nice people out there in Salt Lake City. I absolutely love that event. So, and that's great. Yeah, Todd was there. That's right. So what happened at the booth? Were there a bunch of, because I know we had several of the past Writers of the Future winners that were doing signings there at the booth. Were you there at that time?
I was. I remember a lady wanted me to look at her story, but there were no pictures in it.
Oh.
And I was like, "Oh, no, I think I'll buy one of the books with the pictures in it." And she was so disappointed, and I felt so guilty.
Oh.
But I went home with a stack.
Nice. So that's how it all started. That's great. I'm glad to hear that. And so you entered your first story then last year?
I did. It was the fourth quarter for volume 35.
Nice. And so you read, as far as I know, you read volume 35 and 36, is that right?
I have, and my favorite story in volume 35 is, the Moon Girl story by Wolf Moon.
Yeah, well,
amazing.
That title is a definite tongue twister. It's super duper Moon Girl and the Amazing Moon Dawdler.
Yes,
Yeah.
I love that story.
Wolf Moon.
Yes.
Nice.
Made me cry. He
I know.
manipulates my emotions.
Yeah, it's a great story, and he won in the Writers of the Future Award. He went on to win other awards for that story as well. I think the Critters Annual Readers Poll, he also won with that story, and he's doing great.
And then in volume 36, I love Yellow in Pink by Leah and me.
Yes. Nice.
Another one made me cry.
Oh, yeah. Great.
But it's about, to bring your dead loved one back to life. Haven't we all wanted that?
Yeah. I know that story definitely tears at the heartstrings. I mean, I don't know anybody who can't relate to that story.
And I love the illustrations. I
yeah.
absolutely love them. They're so beautiful.
Yeah, because in each of the volumes, here, I have one right here, actually. So in each of the volumes, we have art.
Oh, yes. That was Jody Lynn Nye's story on the cover.
That's right.
They're beautiful. I met her at FanX, too.
That's right. She was there, too. People
I
want
asked her for help with one of my stories. She asked me one question, and then she saved my story with just that one question, and I was just blown away how
amazing,
knowledgeable and helpful she is, and so generous.
Yeah.
Every time.
Yeah. I mean, she's also a judge for the Writers of the Future contest, as is Todd McCaffrey, and it's just all the people that are judges, they're all so nice, and they all just give it that extra pay it forward to help aspiring authors, and it's so nice what they do. I'm gonna go back here for a second. This is the Leah Ning.
There it is, Yellow and Pink.
Yeah.
It's an amazing illustration. It's
yeah.
amazing.
Yeah. It was a great volume. All right. And so, what kind of writing projects do you have going right now?
I am working on my fourth quarter story.
Did you also submit for the third quarter?
I did.
Wow.
I have submitted for every quarter ever since. And
For you.
I got an honorable mention for second quarter.
Bravo! Well done. Oh,
Thank
that's
you.
great. So, you know that there are like thousands of submissions every quarter, so your story stood out of all of those. You have talent, so you better keep going.
Thank you. I credit it all to David Farland's online courses, Wolf Moon's super secrets on the forum,
Mm-hmm.
and help by Martin Shoemaker. All that put together helped me learn how to write. I've been
Fantastic.
studying very, very hard.
Nice. And now you mentioned the workshop. You recently took the L. Ron Hubbard Writers of the Future online workshop, right?
I did, and I learned so much. And the thing I like best about it is I can go back because they're transcripts. And reading the transcripts while watching the videos helped me a lot.
Right.
And those transcripts are vital to me, understanding the videos. And
Right.
so I'm so happy that I can go back anytime and relearn what I learned.
Oh, I'm glad. I hear a lot about those transcripts. It was such a we wanted to get it up as soon as possible, and the transcripts was like one of the last things that we were trying to finish, and it was like, quick, get the course up. Oh, quick, get the transcripts in there, and do we need them, do we not? But I'm glad we did in the end, because they've been so invaluable. I mean, like so many people that I speak to use those transcripts, so I'm definitely glad that we got them in there as part of it.
They were vital to me, so
Oh.
thank you.
You're welcome. All right, and so what's that?
So my favorite, you talked to, so the essays.
Oh yeah, the
I
essay.
love L. Ron Hubbard's essay about suspense.
Oh yeah.
To me, I did not know how to write suspense. But after I read his essay and then Tim Power's video, now I know how to write suspense, and I'm very anxious to try it out.
Great. Yeah, that starts there on the course, right, with the what is suspense, and then the essay, and then the video, and yeah, that's something, it doesn't matter what genre really you're writing in, unless you're writing like a biography or something, but in fiction having suspense is it's kind of an important part of the story, keep you moving along, and I thought they explained it very, very clearly.
He did. He gave wonderful examples. A paragraph without suspense, and then a paragraph with more suspense, and then a paragraph with even more suspense. So it goes boom, 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 and you get the idea.
Yeah, totally. And what was it like, taking this workshop where it's almost like a one-on-one, where you have David Farland and Tim Powers and Orson Scott Card through these videos talking to you?
It's like they're right there, guiding you, saying, this is the way to go. You want to be a writer, and you want to be a good writer? This is how you do it.
Nice.
And immediately after each course, I would use what I had learned on any story I was currently working on. So I didn't end up with one story. I ended up with multiple stories.
That's great. I'm so glad to hear that.
Oh, and I love the certificate, by the way.
Oh, good. You got your certificate at the end of the course? Yay!
Incentive to finish.
Awesome. Well, you deserve getting that certificate. You made it through. It's quite a bit to get through.
It is. It takes a long time. You have to be patient and persistent, and give yourself enough time to learn.
Right. And who would you recommend the online workshop for?
Anyone who wants to learn how to write, or who has already been writing but wants to up their game.
Yeah. Perfect. Awesome. And you mentioned Wolf Moon, and you mentioned the forum. So I'm assuming that you are on the Writers of the Future forum.
It was a funny thing. I was listening to the Writers of the Future podcast of Martin Shoemaker, and he mentioned that the forum was the key to his success.
Mm-hmm.
It was 4:00 in the morning. I had just started work, and I thought, well, maybe he's up, maybe he's not. So I texted him, and I said, what forum? What forum are you talking about? And he sent me the link and he accepted me into the forum that
Nice.
morning.
Great. And how has the forum been helpful to you?
It's been invaluable because you have support, you can get critique, there are exercises you can do.
Mm-hmm.
I think it's the key to my getting an honorable mention in the second quarter.
Nice. Okay, good. Well, anybody listening, be sure to check out the forum. Also, we talked about the Writers of the Future online workshop. We talked about the contest, the anthologies. All of these things can be found at writersofthefuture.com. It's all there, and it should be pretty easy to find. It's easy to find, right?
It is, and I love listening to a podcast in the morning while doing my work.
Yeah. There's well over 80 episodes now of the Writers of the Future podcast, so that's
Wow.
available there. That'll keep you entertained for a while.
It's wonderful because there I am reconciling bank accounts and listening to how to be successful as a writer or an illustrator. I just love this podcast.
And are you part of any writing groups?
Too many.
Oh,
The Writers of the Future Forum, and then Wolf Moon just had a Firelight conference. And all the participants just formed a writing group. So we're just getting that started.
nice. Well, this is the first I hear about that, so that's great.
Well, it's very wonderful. So far, it's been amazing.
Awesome. That's good. Yeah, it's nice. That's one nice thing about the sci-fi fantasy community in general is it really is a community, and it's less tooth and claw, more help each other out, and lots of forums, lots of groups. There's always people in this industry to help you, and that's, even Writers of the Future. I mean, that's what it's all about. It's lending a helping hand and creating a level playing field for somebody who's an aspiring author.
I agree.
Awesome. So is there anything else that you would like to mention on here or talk about?
Just that I plan on winning, and so I consider this to be the first of many interviews with Writers of the Future.
Excellent. Well, I love your determination, and I absolutely wish you the best of success.
Thank you, Emily.